So it's Your Honour, David Teague, eh?
Well, it's interesting, isn't it, what's happened here at this footy club? When you have a look at over the last 7 weeks, they've won 5. They've won 5 of them, and 2 of them by under a goal were lost. I tell you, the tribe are starting to come together again. The Roars were massive. They loved it, and I was a bit emotional after the game myself because it's been so poor for so long, and all of a sudden you can see some light. They're fantastic, and I mean, when you have a look at the young kids in our side and the people in our team, and you go through the back line, and there's Jones and Wiedering are the 2 talls there, you know, and then all of a sudden you've got Newman comes in, really strong, really set up that half-back line with Simpson and Thomas and Plowman. But then the midfield, they won everything in the midfield. No one beat them at all. They destroyed the Crouchers and Sloane. They were just unbelievable. And then you go to the young forward line. McKay played 30 games. Silvani 55. Gibbons has played 17. DeLucas played 5 games in whole, 2 with his club. Kennedy's played 37 and Casboll's played 130. That's a really young forward line to win a game against a top 8 side. And I reckon they're almost in that league at the moment now, right on the edge of the top 8 the way they look. And Teague's done a super job, absolutely super job, making him confident, making him look after themselves, making them feel like they can compete against the best in every game they do. And I love what he's been able to do, and the crowd love it.
Should they give him the job?
It's going to be hard for him to stop him. But there's a few things he needs to work on, OK? He needs to work on building teamwork, really much leadership amongst the players. I think that's one of the biggest things when you walk into a footy club. What's your culture going to look like? What's your leadership group going to look like? How your standards are going to stand up against what we've had in the past? Where's our club going? What are we doing? And that's what he's got to answer in the next 4 or 5 weeks.
Are they difficult areas, Sellers?
Doesn't look like it to me what he's done so far, but you've got to sustain it for a period of time. You can't just do it for a honeymoon period. It has to go on and on and on, and you've got to be strong with it and powerful with it. And the standards and it's got to be driven by the players. He looks like that to me, that he's making the players feel that way.
If he hasn't got the job now, though, this next month is a shocking draw for him. If he hasn't got it now, can he hang on losing 3 of the next 4? I mean, they've got a seriously tough run.
I'm not so certain they'll lose 3 of the next 4.
Okay. But if say he does,
I don't think West Coast are any certainty.
West Coast and Richmond and St Kilda in the next month.
That's what they've got.
Solid.
That's a tough month.
And that's the best test. Isn't it the greatest test for someone?
Does he get the job if he goes 1 and 3?
Let me tell you, if he beats West Coast, the tsunami's going to be huge.
I get that if he beats West Coast.
They're coming from everywhere. They're coming now.
Robbo's booked the Monday press conference.
So if they beat West Coast, call the press conference on Monday.
But seriously, because everyone wants him. But that's an easy call. You've still got to tick a few boxes, OK?
This is unlike you appointing coaches. You like to sack them.
I don't mind getting rid of a couple. And there's a few more to go.